Chapter 1, Introduction. The Echoes Begin. In the heart of the countryside, a unique correctional facility stands as a beacon of hope and transformation. Known for its progressive rehabilitation programs, this sanctuary is a refuge where inmates can confront their pasts and rediscover their identities. Each day, the sound of clanging doors gives way to whispers of dreams, as the echoes of despair mix with the stirrings of hope. Within these walls, stories are born. Inmates keep diary entries, raw, honest reflections that illuminate their struggles and triumphs. Through these narratives, we venture into the lives of those who have stumbled but seek redemption. The power of storytelling shapes our journey, inviting listeners to witness the resilience of the human spirit. As the diary entries unfold, we'll explore the themes of art, community, and forgiveness, reminding us that even in the darkest of places, the seeds of hope can take root and flourish. Chapter 2. Jazz Carter, the Artist's Struggle. As I sit in my cell, the walls feel like they're closing in, a reminder of my past life spiraling into darkness. Once a promising artist, I let addiction consume me, spiraling from vibrant galleries to the sterile gray of this prison. My hands, once filled with paintbrushes, now grip a pen as I pour my heart out in these diary entries, searching for my lost self. But here, amidst the bleakness, I've discovered a spark of hope. I've transformed my cell into a canvas, splashes of color thriving against the cold concrete. Each brushstroke is a reflection of my journey, a baptism of pain turned to beauty. It's through this art that I reconnect with the vibrant soul I thought was gone forever. I want my journey to echo beyond these walls, reminding others that even in the depths of despair, there's room for rebirth. Chapter 3. Rafael Rafe Moreno, Seeds of Change. Rafe sits on the edge of his bunk, clutching his diary. His hand trembles as he writes about the gang life that once defined him. The harsh streets had been his home, but now, here in this prison, something unexpected stirs within him. He recalls his first day in the horticulture program, the smell of soil pungent in the air. Planting seeds became a metaphor for rebirth. Each tiny sprout symbolized hope and a chance for growth. As he kneels in the garden, surrounded by laughter and camaraderie, Rafe reflects on the bond he's formed with fellow inmates. Digging deep into the earth, he finds himself unearthing layers of anger and fear. Nurturing plants teaches him patience, empathy, and the importance of caring for something beyond himself. The garden becomes a sanctuary, where every bloom mirrors his transformation, each petal a testament to resilience and change. Chapter 4. Alina Santos, A Mother's Guilt. Alina's diary entry begins with a deep sigh, her tension palpable as she grapples with guilt. Every night I see their faces, she writes, recalling her 2 children waiting for her at home, unaware of the decisions that led to her incarceration. Her white-collar crime, born out of desperation to provide, has left her feeling like a failure as a mother. Yet within these walls, she seeks redemption. As she mentors younger inmates, Elena discovers new purpose. I never thought I could inspire anyone, she reflects, but her wisdom resonates, creating a ripple of hope among the women she guides. They share stories of heartache, laughter, and resilience. Each session reinforces her belief that community can heal. Through her own struggles, she learns that even in the darkest places, nurturing others can help her find forgiveness, not just for them, but for herself. Chapter 5. Theo Jackson, Words of the Heart. Theo Jackson sits quietly on his bunk, the weight of unspoken thoughts pressing against his chest. As he uncaps his pen, he feels the pull of the blank page before him, calling for expression. His diary entry begins as a whisper, detailing the loneliness that envelops him in the sterile walls of the facility. Every word he writes is a step toward breaking the silence that holds him captive. This place feels like a prison, not just for my body, but for my soul, he reflects, sharing his yearning for connection. As he scribbles his first spoken-word piece, he captures the essence of his isolation, echoing the longing for acceptance. In those moments, words become his lifeline, transforming pain into poetry and igniting a spark of hope. With each verse, Theo realizes that his journey of self-discovery has only just begun, as he reaches out to the world beyond his cell. Chapter 6. Connecting Through Art, Jazz and Theo. In the quiet corners of the facility, where the hum of daily life intertwines with the whispers of hope, Jazz and Theo's artistic collaboration emerges like a vibrant bloom. Jazz, with her vibrant paints, shares her colorful vision of resilience, while Theo channels his haunting emotions into poetry that speaks to the heart. They meet every Tuesday in the art room, surrounded by the scents of paint and ink, where laughter dances with the sound of brushes against canvas. In their first joint project, Theo's spoken-word piece, Seedling, reflects on his struggles, intertwining with Jazz's mural depicting a garden blossoming amidst decay. Their artistic exchange becomes a lifeline, each stroke and verse drawing out their pain and transforming it into beauty. As they work side by side, a profound bond forms, illustrating how creativity not only serves as a personal refuge but fosters connection, healing them both in unexpected ways. Chapter 7. Rafe's Growth, Cultivating Life. Rafe kneels in the vibrant earth, fingers gently sifting through the soil, a stark contrast to the hardened exterior he once presented. His diary entry captures that transformative moment when he first placed seeds into the ground, a metaphor for planting hope in his own life. "I never thought I could nurture anything," he writes, reflecting on his past as a gang member, where violence reigned supreme. Each day in the horticulture program, he learns patience and care, discovering that life, be it plant or person, thrives with proper attention and love. As he waters his seedlings, Rafe feels a buoyant sense of responsibility blossoming within him. He recalls the laughter shared with fellow inmates as they cultivate their patch of earth together, a newfound camaraderie that resonates deeper than any past heartache. Gardening becomes not just a hobby, but a way to grow, heal, and forge bonds that will last beyond the prison walls. Chapter 8. Community Building. Alina Santos sits in the corner of the shared activity room, her warm smile radiating a comfort that draws younger inmates to her like moths to a flame. In her diary entry, she reflects on the first time she mentored a group of anxious women, their eyes wide with uncertainty and hope. With each session, she shares her own story, her mistakes, regrets, and the weight of guilt that once consumed her. "Everyone makes errors," she tells them, her voice steady yet tender, "but it's what we do afterwards that really defines us." They gather around a small table, discussing dreams and aspirations amid the backdrop of clanging bars and distant echoes of laughter. In this space, bonds form, and Alina witnesses the power of vulnerability. As they lean on each other for support, she feels a sense of purpose blossom within, reminding her that healing begins with connection and compassion. Chapter 9. Transformative Moments. The Power of Friendship. Within the austere walls of the facility, an unexpected warmth emerges as friendships blossom among the inmates. In her diary entry, Alina writes about the laughter shared during their late-night conversations, where stories of painful pasts and dreams for the future intertwine. Rafe recalls a moment in the garden when he and Jazz teamed up to plant hibiscus flowers, their shared enthusiasm sparking a sense of camaraderie that transcends their circumstances. Jazz, reflecting on her growing connections, notes how the vibrant colors of her paintings echo their collective resilience. Through small acts of kindness, a shared meal, a listening ear, encouragement during moments of doubt, these inmates create a community that nurtures their spirits. In this transformative environment, support becomes a lifeline, illustrating the profound impact of friendship in fostering hope and healing amid despair. As Elena poignantly writes, "Together we're not just surviving, we're learning to thrive." Chapter 10. The Themes of Forgiveness. As Jazz reflects on her past, she grapples with the weight of her mistakes and the hurt she has caused. Her diary entries become a canvas for self-forgiveness, each stroke of her paintbrush revealing layers of sorrow and healing. Sitting in her transformed cell, she writes, "Forgiving myself feels like stepping into the light after years in the shadows." Through her art, Jazz conveys the tumultuous emotions of regret and hope, painting vibrant murals that speak to her journey of recovery. In the quiet moments, she finds solace in the support of her fellow inmates, who share their stories and scars. This newfound connection fosters a powerful bond, allowing her to voice her struggles openly. By sharing her truth through art, Jazz learns that forgiveness is not just a destination, but a continuous journey. It is within this process that she discovers the strength to embrace her past while envisioning a brighter future. Chapter 11. Rafe's New Path, From Anger to Empathy. As Rafe tended to the vibrant green shoots emerging from the soil, he found solace in the nurturing of life. The anger that once consumed him began to dissipate like mist under the morning sun. In his diary, he penned, "Each seed planted is a promise of growth, redemption, and understanding." Reflecting on his tumultuous past, Rafe realized that the gang life he once embraced was rooted in fear and insecurity. Gardening taught him empathy, as he observed how plants flourished when cared for with patience and love. During quiet moments in the garden, he shared his journey with fellow inmates, fostering connections that had previously seemed impossible. As the weeds of anger receded, Rafe discovered a newfound strength in vulnerability. Each conversation and shared experience became a catalyst for change, awakening the understanding that healing could sprout from even the most barren ground. Chapter 12. Theo's Evolution, Poetry as Healing. Theo Jackson sits in the quiet corner of the facility's library, surrounded by the faint smell of old books and the rustling pages of his peers. Doubt had once silenced his voice, but now, as he writes his latest spoken-word piece, he feels the rhythm of his heart echoing on the page. With each stanza, Theo unpacks his sorrow, weaving tales of loss and longing into powerful imagery that resonates deeply within him and those who listen. His first public poetry reading looms ahead, filling him with an exhilarating mix of fear and anticipation. He rehearses his lines, envisioning the faces of fellow inmates who might find solace in his words. As he prepares to share his story, he recognizes poetry not just as an outlet, but as a bridge connecting him to others. In this transformative moment, Theo understands that vulnerability is strength, and through his art, he begins to heal not only himself, but also those who hear him. Chapter 13. Facing the Future, a Community Event. As the day of the community event approaches, anticipation buzzes throughout the facility. Inmates bustle about with a flurry of excitement and nerves, transforming the common area into a vibrant showcase of their artistic endeavors. Jazz meticulously hangs her paintings, each brushstroke a testament to her journey, while Theo rehearses his spoken-word pieces, finding strength in the rhythm of his words. Rafe tends to the garden display, where seedlings symbolize growth and renewal, mirroring his own transformation. Elena leads a group of younger inmates, encouraging them to share their stories and talents. Their laughter rings out, breaking the tension as they bond over shared experiences. But anxiety lingers beneath the surface, a reminder of the lives they left behind. In this moment, however, hope prevails. They have poured their hearts into this event, believing that, together, they can redefine their futures, one art piece, one poem, and one connection at a time.